If avoidance is the thing that's stopping you from doing things, then the next logical question to ask is, why am I avoiding in the first place? And that's what I'm going to be explaining today. Avoidance comes from lack of self-trust. It might sound a bit airy-fairy for now, but the actual principle around it is actually quite straightforward. The reason I say that you've got a lack of self-trust is because when you are avoiding things, the reason is because there's going to be an outcome at the end of it. If there wasn't an outcome, you would never have to avoid something because you would never have to do anything. But because you have to do something, there is always going to be an outcome. And that's what your mind is protecting you from. And the reason, like I've said, is self-trust, because you don't trust yourself with that outcome. This can obviously stem from any past traumas that you've had, or self-doubt, or anything to do with that you sort of not fully confident in your ability to handle what is coming. So all of these big decisions are pended and stuck because obviously it's a threat response to your nervous system. So your nervous system is now putting everything on hold and saying, don't do this because it's a threat. It doesn't understand how to get through that. So now that you can understand that your body is just trying to protect you, causing you to avoid because you don't get trust that you can handle what is coming, now you need to start thinking, how do you then get past that? Because there's no amount of motivation that is going to push you past that point. You're always going to feel that stress in your body, that anxiety, the lump in your throat, the stuckness that you feel of pushing yourself forward. All of that is going to be there and you cannot motivate it out of you. So how do you then get past that? The only way to do that is to start small. It again sounds like a stupid thing, but you have to learn to trust yourself with smaller outcomes. And then as you start trusting yourself with a smaller outcome that happened, then you can start trusting yourself with bigger ones. The initial part of it, all that you're going to do is not even decide to have an outcome. All that you're going to do is decide that there will be an outcome. That is step one. So choose any example in your life, a big task that you need to get done, something that's causing you that stress and anxiety, and that then is going to be your key focus point. So instead of saying, I'm going to do the YouTube videos, I'm going to commit to them, and I'm going to do YouTube videos, immediately your body's going to freeze up because you don't know what's coming. So all that you have to do at that point in time is not even commit to making the video. All that you have to do is commit to doing it. That's step one. Then once you've decided, you just need to simmer on it for a little bit and then let your mind start asking questions and you have to start answering them. And the easiest way again to do that is to run the 3 steps, which is what's the best that can happen, the worst that can happen, and the most likely to happen. The best that can happen is that you make a success of it. The worst that can happen is that it flops and you can do something else. The most likely thing that's going to happen is you're going to make a mediocre video and it's something that you can learn from and do better next time. Now that you've done that step, now what you can do is simmer on it and you can already feel that tension releasing because now you've reprogrammed your thought process to say there's only one of 3 outcomes that are going to come. One is good, one is bad, and one is most likely to happen. And from there, you take the next step. Then you just record maybe a short video. It doesn't have to be a long YouTube video. You don't have to get your thoughts across properly. All that you have to do is to take that first step, record the video, and then look at it afterwards. And then that was the second step that caused you to avoid in the first place. And once you've done that and you trust yourself that you did that smaller task, then you can move to a bigger one. And that's actually posting the video online so that you actually do become exposed. That is then step 3. And once you post the video, then again, Ask yourself best, worst, and most likely to happen. And once you've answered those, your body stress responses are lower, and you can then wait for the outcome and see what happens. And normally, the outcome is not that bad. You've posted a video, people have seen it, you put yourself out there, and this is not the train smash that you're imagining. So in summary, the thing that you need to understand is that finishing things comes with trusting yourself with what happens after. And that is why internal resistance always shows up when trust is low.